Good morning, everybody. This is Sean Cecil. I'm here to talk to you today about security and how to get career security for real, right? So, most of the people I work with, the problems that I really solve is I help people who are in a situation where either one is they're miserable in their job and they're too scared to leave. Two is they've burned out of their job and they just couldn't take it anymore. And so they've quit and they're looking to start a new life. Or three, people who burned out in their job and then they got fired. They didn't even have an opportunity to quit because they got let down. Like, the company knew that, hey, this wasn't working out and pulled the plug, right? So the reason why people end up in this, right, fundamentally, there's one simple reason why people end up in this kind of trap. And that is that they are in a situation where they believe this myth that security comes from doing this path. Like, you go and you go through school and you go to university and you get some degree and then you get a job and you have a steady paycheck, and then that's, eventually you retire, and like that's the most secure path, right? That's where security lies. And the truth is that that's not the case. The truth is that there isn't security there, because there is no job that you cannot lose within a couple of weeks, right? And there is, frankly, there is no job that, not no job, but if you're in a situation where you don't like your job, you're not going to be able to keep it anyway, right? You're either going to burn out or get fired. There's no way around it. And so that's a situation where the more that you buy into that and the more you think that's your real security when it's not, the more that you're going to suffer. Because think about it. If that was really secure, then how could I even be in business? How could I have thousands of people on my mailing list who are burned out, who have lost their job, who have quit, right? If that real security was there, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, right? And deep down, it's true. You've seen it. You've seen people get fired. You've seen people burn out. Maybe it's happened to you. If anything, that proves that that's not where the real security lies. Now, I'll tell you where real security lies, because I have real career security. Even if, like, take this business, right? If Oculus, somehow everything went horrible and there were no more clients and nobody else to work with, for whatever reason, and that all folded, I could still, I could jump on, I could get freelance work at $200 an hour like that, right? When I used to do freelancing, I got work at $200 an hour within 2 hours, like that, right? I know people, I was talking, one of my friends and mentors, he said, listen, if I was poor, if you dropped me in the streets of Thailand, right, with $0, no connections, no nothing, he's like, this is what I would do. This is how I'd find a place to stay. This is how I would do this, just based on my skills, and I would rebuild, right? If you have skills and you have the ability to monetize those skills, then you're secure no matter what. And there's nothing anybody can do to you, right? So again, those are the two important components. You've got skills that are valuable, and you have the ability to monetize those skills, right? That's really crucial, because a lot of people, especially when it comes to like education, school, they're like, oh, well, I'm getting skills, but they never learn how to monetize those skills, which then leaves them at the mercy of somebody else. Because then somebody else, some other company, is doing the sales and the marketing and the monetization of those skills, and they get the scraps, right? So you not only have to be able to add value, you also have to be able to do sales and marketing and market yourself, right? And that can be marketing yourself in a resume to get a job. That could be marketing yourself freelance. That can be, marketing yourself as an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter, right? But if you have a valuable set of skills and you have the ability to monetize those skills, then you're always going to be secure. Because if it doesn't work out at this company, great. You just go to the next one. Somebody else will hire you. Or hell, if that doesn't work, like, we can go freelance, right? It's like in my case. Let's say, right now, like, Oculus has been on a nice, steady, growing pace for the past, several months. Just consistent, month over month growth, which I love, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, being in a business that's going up like this is wonderful. But if it all went, to hell in a handbasket, doesn't mean that I couldn't go find a way. And I wouldn't even have to go and get a job. I could go freelance, right? So if you have the ability, if you have multiple options, and that you have that ability to go out and do that anytime, that's where real security comes from. All the people that I know who are really, truly secure in their careers, they have those two things. They're not, oh, well, I'm secure because I have that job, because that job is precarious. You may or may not have that job a year from now. You may or may not be able to take that job a year from now, right? It may be too much for you and you just bail, right? It's kind of like, imagine like if you're, when it comes to dating, right? The hottest girl in the bar, right? If it doesn't work out with one guy, if it's not a fit, so what? there's going to be another and another and another, right? There's options, right? And so what I'm trying to help people do is create options for themselves and to show them a better path, because a lot of people, they're so trapped in this idea, this myth that security comes from degrees and jobs and steady paychecks, that they don't see that that's actually the riskiest thing that's on the table, right? The real source of freedom, the real source of security is being able to monetize your skills whenever you need to, right? So if you guys are interested in that, if that's something you want to learn how to do, that is what I teach, right? I'm more than happy to help you. If that's something where you're like, hey, listen, I have these skills, I don't know how to monetize them, right? Or, hey, I don't even know what skills I want to build because I don't even know what would make me happy, right? Any of that kind of stuff, right? Then give me a call, right? This is the link. It's www.oculusinstitute.com/scheduling. And all you got to do is, we get on the phone. We'll talk about where you are, what's going wrong, what's prompting you to reach out, and then where you want to go, right? Whether it be security and in fulfillment and money, all that kind of stuff, because I believe that you should have both. And then what's standing in the way and what are the next best steps. And we can jump on the phone and we can get that sorted. Until then, I do wish you guys the best. Hope to speak to you soon and put some thought into this, because if you look around at the people who are really secure, you'll see that they're not the people who are working for other people unless it's on their terms. The people who are really secure are the ones who set their own terms, whether that be as employees or freelancers or business owners. It doesn't matter, right? They know that they can make things work wherever, whenever. And that's where you want to be. That's where true security lies. So guys, I will see you guys next week. Wishing you the best. Have a good one.